Hello, gorgeous people. How are you? Today I'm talking about a number of things. I'm talking about March Madness. How many times have we heard that? March Madness. I'm also talking about the up-and-coming course on helping the ego to ascend. So, I'll tell you all about that on the other side. So let's start with the course, the up-and-coming course. So I probably explained it, but if you haven't heard it, I'll explain it just quickly. I was given a course to do. I was given it by the emissaries, by my guides. They said, we want you to do this course. Okay. What is the course? The course is to give people the tools to help the ego to ascend. That's what it's about. That's what the emissaries want the next step to be. This is where they say that we've got to go. The ego's got to go from where it was, which is really maligned and everybody wants it dead, to helping us to actually move into the next stage. In fact, the bottom line is, until this happens, we can't move into the next stage. That's why they say that this is important. Right, so what's the course? The course is on the 1st and the 2nd of April. I will, if there are enough numbers, I will be running one in the morning for the people in Australia and those who want to do morning, and then I'll be running in the afternoon for the people in the US and anybody else who wants to do the afternoon. So your job is very simple. All you have to do is tell me that you want to attend and where you are, whether you would be attending in the morning, which is about 10 o'clock that we start, Spanish time, or whether you'd be attending in the afternoon, which is 4 o'clock Spanish time. You tell me that you want to attend, and then I can decide if there's going to be enough to do the two. If not, I'll just do one in the afternoon. But that means that nobody in Australia can attend unless they do a really weird time. So it would be nice if we do two. It all depends on the numbers. The cost of the course is that it's a donation course only. I'm not charging anything. The reason is I want as many people to come on this course as possible, and I don't want to put limits on it. I'll give you a link that will allow you to donate, and you can donate whatever you feel comfortable with donating. That's your choice, okay? This course has not been done for any other reason than it was given to me and I've got to give it, okay? But if you want to donate, super, that'll help as well. What will we be doing on the course? Well, the course is set up in two parts. We'll do one part on the Saturday, one part on the Sunday, but you'll be working together. You'll be partnering up and you'll be working on it. And really all it is for you to learn a tool that then you can go on and use in your life, and also you can pass it on, because that's going to be the most important thing. So if you want your ego to ascend, and why wouldn't we want that, then my email's in the information on the video. Please just send me an email telling me that you want to attend, okay? Beautiful. All right, now let's get down to business, other business. So when I was thinking just the other day, recently, in the last week, I've had a bit of a cold. Cynthia also, the children. We went through the usual cleanse. And I was thinking about during the plan/demic, and I remember at the beginning when everybody was panicking, when even my family, everybody was talking, oh my God, I've got a positive test, oh my God, I've got it. I was so absolutely appalled by everything that I think I made a decision, and my wife did too. I made a decision. A, that I would never test myself, and B, that I would never get it. Okay? That was the decision I made. I was not going to get this COVID thing. And I didn't. Never. So what happened was, for 2.5 years, I was as fit as a butcher's dog. Yeah, I was as happy as a dog with 3 tails. See if I can think of another dog metaphor. But I didn't get anything, nor did my wife. Everybody was falling about. I mean, in hysteria, it was also a hysterical illness that people were getting it through hysteria, and proven fact. Yeah. So I didn't get anything at all. 2.5 years later, suddenly they started saying the flu's back. The flu is back. So as soon as I was allowed to get the flu, I got it. And when I got it, I remember I was fairly, I was ill for a week, and then it lasted for 3 weeks. The cleanse. Why? Obviously because my body had said, well, hang on, we haven't had a cleanse for 2.5 years. We have to have a big one now. But I wouldn't allow myself to have it until I could have the flu. Yeah. So it's just interesting. I don't know if that happened to any of you as well, but it was just interesting, the power of the human mind. The power of the human mind. Because, every year most of us go through some kind of cleanse. And for those who have looked at the whole virus lie, and you look at really what happens, and the fact that the body does cleanse, and the fact that when you are with other people who are going through a cleanse, your body starts to cleanse in sympathy with them. It's a sympathetic vibration. It's like if you hit a string, an E string on a guitar, and you've got another E string on another guitar, that E string will start to vibrate as well. It's just the way that it works. So that's why they could perpetrate the idea of a virus, because you're with somebody, they're going through a cleanse, and you get it. But it's not. It's your body saying, hey, it's cleanse time. Yeah. So that was interesting, and I wonder whether anybody else sort of denied. Absolutely. I mean, I was a COVID denier, literally, physically. So let me tell you about the conversation I had with the emissaries about March Madness. Okay, I say that because, like, for the last 2 years we've had a March Madness, and it was never mad. But this time, everybody is talking about March. Everybody's talking about March, and I've talked about March. And I've been listening to a lot of astrologers. I'm working through my astrological chart at the moment. Very interesting. I'm kind of like studying astrology in a little bit more depth. Very interesting. So there are loads of astrologers talking about the importance. There are a number of important things happening this month in the world of astrology. So I was asking the emissaries about March and about, what's going on. And they, in their inimitable fashion, said, well, we don't know anything about that, or we don't get into that. But they said that the patterns that we run, that we're referring to astrology, the patterns that we run are very reliable patterns that we can count on. And they also said that the energies at the moment are very high, very strong energies at the moment. Okay? And boy, are we feeling these energies already? I mean, really, it's hard to keep up with what is going on, all of these revelations that are going on at the moment. Matt Hancock. I'm going to talk about it in the next video, but bloody hell. Matt Hancock. Deary me. Could he be any... I mean, he's a small man anyway, but could he get any smaller? I don't think so. He would become an amoeba if he were any smaller. So, the emissaries reminded me, and this is something that they say a lot. They were saying, just because the energies are high and because, this month might seem to be indicated to be a very important month, they said, don't expect everything to happen this month. Don't expect it to happen in a bam. They said, because we are not prepared to go up with a bam. We must go up step by step, incrementally. And they said the baddies aren't prepared to go down in a bam. They must go down incrementally. Everything's incremental. That's what they're saying. They've said this loads of times. It won't just happen in one go. It happens across a process, because the whole point of us being here is to be in that process, yeah? But I said to them, okay, then right, so if it happens in steps, what's the next step? And as soon as I asked them that, they said unity. And again, they've talked about this before, but they said unity, and I said, in what way? Unity in what way? And they said morally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Okay, that's very specific for them, by the way. And they said the unity is going to be seen in the way that mankind is going to begin to support each other, to support itself. And let me tell you what I see. This is something that I've seen for a while. It's been building, but we are starting to create a tremendous support network. A tremendous support network. When I look around, for example, I take our Peaceful Rebellion Telegram channel. By the way, if you want to join it, the link's in the thing, but you've got to be a nice person. Don't come and join it if you're not a nice person and if you're not willing to support. So what I've seen is that I mean, it's been around now for a couple of years, the Peaceful Rebellion Telegram channel. It's not massive, but it's got some incredible people in there. And what I'm starting to see is that everybody is really supporting one another, but not just on it's kind of like it's taken a jump in the last month or so. I've seen this big shift in the way that people are interacting with one another and caring for one another and supporting and helping one another. It's really beautiful to watch. I see it the same on lots and lots of channels of people who are speaking out. And I look at the comments, and all the comments are really supportive comments to the person who's doing the video. Really supportive. It isn't just, hey, I agree with what you're saying. It's all like, thank you so much for doing what you're doing. This is what we need. Thank you. You're helping us. So I think that's where we're moving into. I think we're moving into a place where we know that we need one another. And I'm starting to see it in the way that people are getting together. Like, with these 15-minute cities. I'm looking at the people that are getting together to go against this. And I've never seen this kind of thing at this level. So I think that our job now is to be part of this movement, this support movement. We've got to start supporting one another. Emotionally, morally, financially where we can, spiritually, just every level. Let's start supporting one another. And when we say that, who are we? Who am I, the Queen? When I say that, I'm talking about you too, supporting yourself. Right? We need to support our own selves as well. Don't leave yourself out. Don't sacrifice yourself on behalf of other people. Take care of yourself too. Right? These are really, really interesting times now. Interesting times, and I think there's a different energy. There's a different feel. The fear, I don't know how you feel, but I know they're messing around with all of these things. I mean, I just heard now that Germany has thrown out the 2035 or no combustible cars. They've thrown it out. Okay, there is no future for all of these stupid ideas that they've got. There's no future for them, and I think we can feel that. I think I can feel it. There's no fear now. It's more like, whoa, what's going to happen next? Yeah. So that's where we are. So there we have it. Let's start supporting one another, or keep supporting one another. And also remember to send me an email if you want to join the course. Give me your details, okay? I love you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.